ones. Fives, throw them 20s. Looking dumb in the club, throw no money. Didn't want me, it's so funny. Now they get killed, go get her or go fund me. I done made a couple of hundred through pandemic. Hard 6 Vegas like P, no damn limit. Yo ass nigga money was short, that damn midget. Lifestyle rubbers won't work, I can't fit it. Then he plus a fuck on Netflix. Get her on the primes and I'm hitting the next bitch. Bitch, your last nigga don't exist. Ain't about a dollar, I'm hitting the.
What's going on, guys? Big Chief here. Welcome back to another episode of To Be Blunt. I'm here with Mikey from Nothing But Fire and Mr.PBR in the building.
Yo, what up? Let's go. Nothing but fire.
Big Chief, we here.
Fire. Come on, bro.
Big Chief, we in this building.
We're in this motherfucking building. Hey, you really watched the pod,
I really
huh?
watched the pod, bro. This should be fire for sure. I really do watch the pod. Like back, it was when Birdwater was on the pod, bro.
Man.
Like a long time ago.
Really be watching the pod. Hey, so look, check this out. Nothing But Fire. If you really think about it, you're like, damn, what is that? Yeah, exactly what you think it is. Fireweed, and there's nothing but it. Fireweed, you know what I mean? So how I was looking at it, I think this is the third annual Nothing But Fire, and I've seen a couple of brands that I know, like Kushco win it, and a couple other brands. But can you, like, how'd you even come up with a brand like that? Would you always, like, all right, I always had the name, or like how'd you?
No, I always knew
it?
I wanted to throw a cannabis competition. I judged a bunch. I won the High Times. I won Kushco. I won a bunch of stuff back in the day. And then I realized that when you're judging, the stuff that you smoke, you can't buy it in the store. It just doesn't happen. So I wanted to get the best that I could find in California that was licensed that you could actually buy.
Yes.
And so that's the Nothing But Fire name actually came up because there was like a list of 15 names we came up with. Onions and elbows was another one.
Onions and elbows?
Yep.
What do you mean?
Ounces and pounds, baby.
Oh,
if we were doing
it
would almost became a trap sesh, but then little by little we made it a legit sesh because we want to go long term, and it made it a lot harder to be legit.
No, it's not easy. Once you told me that, I was like, damn, you really thought all legitly? You're like, nah, yeah, I really want to like follow the protocol and do this correctly. And I was like, okay. So I started getting curious, and I seen the past two Nothing But Fires, but the reason why I'm actually doing Nothing But Fire. So I wanted to bring bro on, so I actually fuck with bro heavy. That's the reason I'm actually doing it. Mikey always shows me love. No matter if you're in Vegas, Palm Springs, we can be in the middle. Yep. Fuck anywhere with the cannabis event. I see him, and one thing, Chief, where the party's at.
Yep.
Oh,
Chief's
man.
always at the fire ass parties. But Nothing But Fire is not just weed. Nothing But Fire is Nothing But Fire tequila, Nothing But Fire resorts. We're just focusing on the weed right now because that's the easiest access we have. And that's kind of where we started.
Hey, so how do you do the Nothing But Fire resorts? You stay there? I'll help you with that. I'll be a judge.
I'm working on it.
You imagine that, like, I'd be a judge for all that shit, you feel me? But, hey, I got something going on in the pipeline, so I might be in a couple of the other competitions, I'm telling you, for other stuff.
That's tight. Let's go. Tequila, best drinks. Best
Come
alcohol,
on. Literally, y'all know.
best golf courses, best resorts, best all of it.
Little do y'all know. Hey, but that's so dope that you're doing, not just staying in one area. You're actually looking at your branding and going to multiple things, categories, actually.
Yeah.
And that really helps the branding go up. You know what I mean? So, and that's competing. So you're actually seeing organically what the people think is the best, not like what's marketed as the best. You know what I mean? You wouldn't even give me a judge kit. Because I'm in there, you know what I mean? I'm being very serious. I'm like, bro, need that shit.
No judge kit. If you want to grab that judge kit, though, we can show you real quick.
Yep. So look, Kenny, can you pass the judge kit real quick? So how many brands are in the judge kit? How many people entered in?
A lot. I don't even know the count, but we're just gonna barely show you. Let's grab that. Real
And then
quick.
this is just flour. So like, there's
This is
brands
just a
who
flour
don't
kit.
Make flour or just do rosin.
Those are the
and
two
then
cameras
the
right there.
rosin kit too.
We'll show you real quick.
The rosin kit too.
It is
a flower kit.
fully loaded. It's one of those things that can't really show you too many brands or too much stuff because, it's still top secret. We literally made these today. So some of the challenges of the
little sneak peek for
of
the pod.
stuff. The box is supposed to be this big, and then when we got it, it was actually
Oh shit, it fell out.
this is actually this big. So, and it's dope. It says Nothing But Fire 2024 Judges box, but as you can see,
We needed a
tiny.
motherfucking bigger box.
Yeah,
way bigger box.
Everything big.
So we got this one for Big Chief. We got you a
Oh
little.
shit, that's for me.
Yeah, so we got you because you're blunted, right? We got you the blunts from Royal Blunts. And what we did was we took the winners of the Nothing But Fire flowers and did a collab with Royal Blunts. Like this one's the gelato. Says Nothing But Fire, Royal Blunts, the gelato mix. That's one. Then we did
Original gelato.
We did Wosi Wo, Royal Blunts, Top Shelf collab.
Oh yeah.
We got
I smoked
DBZ,
this.
Royal
you.
Blunts. And then we got the originals OG, Oaksterdam, Nothing But Fire collab.
Gas.
And then this little box is for you.
I appreciate you. I'm gonna keep this box forever.
It's dope.
Hey, nah, I'm really proud of you, bro, and what you created. Like, honestly, you're working on something that's for very long term. That's what I really like how you said right now. Because look, you keep doing what you're doing, the whole world's gonna be hopefully like catching up, and weed's gonna be on the cool side, right? Now you're doing Nothing But Fire in the category of like just cannabis and alone, like including flower and rosin. In
Hash holes too.
And
Hash
hash
holes
holes, every single thing, right? In California, but imagine doing it nationally, right?
Yeah,
now you got the
100%.
coast to coast. You do them, now they're competing.
Yeah.
And now you're doing the main one. And now
Vegas.
you're doing or Dallas, Texas.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Because
Texas
they're
would be
meeting
dope.
there.
In the
Like
future, that
it's
would
like
be
the
dope.
motherfucking AT&T Stadium, you know what I mean? Type shit.
That'd be
You
sick.
never fucking know.
Yeah.
It's however you want to take it, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
up to you, however you want to vision, how much you want to put the back work up to it, how much you want to give to it, you know what I mean? But
There's a lot of craziness too that like not everyone knows. Like we do a fundraiser.
Mm.
We built a school in Vietnam. We did a fundraiser last year. We teamed up with Hans Schneider and then the guys from Hollow Tips. We
shout
did a
out to
party
Hollow
with them.
Tips.
Shout out to Hollow Tips guys. And we built a school in Vietnam and there's no running water. So now we're building a running water system for them. And that's part of what we're doing.
Building a well, they have to get the well down.
The well,
and-
the pump, the water. And so then we're going to have clean water. But then next year, we're going to have to get them hot water, right? So it's just like a whole
You're
little...
always upgrading them year by
Yeah.
year. And then you're using an event to raise.
Well, I mean, the Hans Schneider does a bunch of stuff too on their own. And then we do the event to raise for certain things that they need or whatever.
Okay.
Just,
it's giving back.
yeah, just giving back.
Doing your part.
Yep.
That's,
and then
that's awesome.
for that part, we're doing a gambling. We're doing blackjack, roulette, and craps.
Yeah.
And then there's going to be prizes. Like there's a quarter pound of flour that you can win. There's like 3 hours of a casino night that you can win at your house if you want to throw a casino party. And then I'm working on having everyone else chip in
So you're
stuff.
playing with money though?
It's fake money, but yes.
Okay. What if I told him when he was telling me, he was showing me around the place, I go, because the place is amazing. I don't know if I should tell him where it's
Tell him.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
y'all know
you gotta-
shoot-
Now we're close enough you can tell him.
So first he was like, hey, don't even post this place. You're one of the first ones to see it. But y'all know the guy Shoe Sturgeon? He creates all the shoes in different variations. You can go to there too and create your own shoes. Well, he has his fantasy factory, which has a basketball court. His shoes are in the wall in little bubble things, kind of walkthroughs. He has like a
His
gaming
work
setup,
area.
a work area. He has the upstairs where the like you could do lounging up there.
That's
That's where the
bottle
VIP
service.
section is.
VIP.
yeah.
He has a whole parking lot. So
Bro, he's got a cafe in the building, bro. Like he opens up his restaurant during the day for people to go just like eat and drink coffee and stuff. We're outside smoking, showing everybody the building, and there's like people on their regular 9 to 5 stopping for their coffee and stuff.
how insane is that place?
It's lit.
And then
It's
I was
dope.
telling the homie before I even knew you were doing an event there, because I didn't know I was going there. He was calling me like 2 weeks prior. He was like, hey, bro, Stu Sturgeon wants to go see a spot real quick. But I was running in meetings. I was like, bro, I can't make it, but I know we'll come back around.
Yeah.
2 weeks later, I walk in that shit. I'm like, hey, you're throwing an event right here? and I'm doing this event because I fuck with you. And then now this all makes sense. So now here we are, chilling with Mr. PBR.
What's up, gang?
Okay, let me talk about bro. This dude, every time I see him, first of all, blesses me
You
with
gotta
good
get the
weed.
chief high, man.
Every single
You
time. There's not
gotta.
one time he hasn't came up to me and not blessed me with weed.
You gotta
tight.
get the chief high.
Not once.
Not once.
That's tight.
Not once. I'm
It's
very
mandatory.
So
You know, he's the reason I know about you guys, right?
really?
Yeah, he was the one. He's
Hell
like, hey,
yeah, bro, that
Big Chief has
Uzumaki,
fire
bro.
weed.
That Uzumaki.
And I
when
looked
I
at him
met
like-
you guys, when I rolled for you guys that Big
legendary.
Chief birthday,
You know, I told him, I
y'all
was like-
blessed me with so much Uzumaki, bro. I was smoking that shit for like a week straight. That shit is so fire. You
I told him,
and
like,
AD killed
you're
that
full
shit.
of
I
shit.
fuck with
Big
that
Chief
Uzumaki,
makes
bro.
vape pens, bro. They don't make weed. And he
I
goes,
say,
bro, they
cap.
have
You really
fire.
smoke weed?
Cap, bro.
Yeah. How much
They
weed
smoke.
have you seen me smoke in my life?
Tons of weed, but I know you had weed.
Chief and them
Yeah.
smoke.
And it came in a Big Chief like Mylar and everything, and I was
Nah,
like,
yeah.
since when?
Long
Then I
time.
hit you up in Vegas. And I was like, hey, you guys do weed, and you guys were doing the national weed, not real weed,
Oh, we're doing THCA?
THCA weed. And so then it was one of those like it was one of those things that I was like, oh, okay. And you gave me your good weed or your California THC weed. And I was like, oh, fuck. I got it. You guys are invited. And then last year we couldn't get you guys. We couldn't figure it out. This year.
No, 100, because I was like, I wanted to check everything out last year, see what events I wanted to do, and I planned them out accordingly. A lot of people ask me to do events, but there's certain events I wanted to do, and yours, I told myself, I was like, fuck with Mikey so much, I have to do it this year.
Well, that's one of the things too, because when you guys do events, you guys do a like super extravagant ass setup. Like you guys,
I'm gonna do it right if I'm gonna do it.
You're not gonna go and just do a 10x10. Like if Big Chief is there, they're gonna go do a big extravagant setup. So I was like, if you're gonna do a gambling thing, Big Chief already do that. Like they already brought out the gambling stuff.
That shit was legendary.
It was legendary.
That shit was legendary.
It was legendary.
So let me talk about this guy right here, though. Go back to it. We're at French Montana's house. They got camels in the front yard. They got teams everywhere.
Night, bro.
Camels?
Bro, camels.
I love
He's
it.
not lying, bro. Camels.
You got had camels out there. So like we're in there. We have we have a setup right now, and he's the one. This is the first time meeting him.
Yeah, bro. Literally, I'm texting them back and forth, going through the hills, losing connection. They're like, "Yo, do you mind rolling up? Like, what are we gonna roll up? We don't even have papers yet, or wraps, nothing. We don't have nothing.
I bought a lot, but then I got blessed.
So then, bro, he brings a whole bunch of loose leaves, and he's like, "We fuck with loose leaves super hard, but we smoke grabas. Us personally, we smoke grabas. Here's loose leaves. Do you know how to roll these?" I'm like, "Yeah, we got it." 20 minutes later, Dusto Dub come around the corner. He like, boom, I got you. Brings a master case, an entire master case, every flavor loose leaf you could possibly think of. Bro, we rolled up 2 pounds that night. Straight. Bro, I rolled for like 6 hours.
Bro, tell me why you were rolling and they were being like little. I fuck with people with being like pigeons. Where's mine?
Bro.
Where's mine? How do you put up with that? I'd be like, back up, you peasant.
Nah, bro.
I'm just kidding.
Especially
you know, you get frustrated like if the people keep doing it over and they're being rude. You know what I mean?
I mean, I would tell people exactly what it is, and I'm pretty good about like keeping a track of who, like, especially in a situation like that, because they're literally just like rushing the fucking booth like zombies, bro. Like,
it kept coming back.
Everybody, bro. But like in a situation like that, you know who's like not gonna wait for them. They'll walk up. Oh, here's $100 tip. You're getting the next blunt, bro. Like, are you serious, bro?
So the trick is tip him $100.
No, but like
you get to go.
Yeah, like obviously, like I'm not like
your time is money.
It's all appreciated, but like. Bro, I've had people. I'm pretty good at keeping track of who was there first, and I like to be fair on. Bro, you've been standing here waiting. Like, yeah, I've been seeing you wait here. You're next to get a blunt. You know, if you're gonna be mad at that, you can, bro, roll your own blunt. Like, come on.
I watched them navigate.
I'm one person.
It's pretty good, bro. Then I was rolling my own grabber leaves next to it, and people were like, "Hey, give me." I was like, "Back up." It's my
and then you know, like Dub just came and dropped off a whole fucking master case of loose leaf. If Dub comes up behind the counter, he's like, "Hey, let me get a blunt." You're getting the next blunt. Like, come on, bro.
Well, yeah, he's the guy that blessed you with all the blunt. It's different levels of shit, right?
We got them. We got the whole party high, the whole fucking night.
Dude, it started at like 8 o'clock. We rolled till like 3 in the morning. We really rolled like 2 pounds. Everybody there was smoking, bro.
You know how insane that is?
That's dope.
That's legendary.
That's
bro.
dope.
And bro, I've been smoking Big Chief since I was in high school, bro. So the first time I ever met Big Chief is at French Montana's house, and they're like, "Yeah, roll up blunts." I'm like, bro, this is crazy.
Legendary.
This is legendary, bro. 100%. That's the only way you could describe that.
You knew about his brand before you met him?
Bro, I'm super young, bro. Hell yeah, I knew about his brand before I knew who he was.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
The people really fuck with Big Chief.
Because I know you as Big Chief and like, oh, he's got a vape brand, TPE, like that shit.
Because you see me in a different atmosphere.
I didn't even know you did weed until him.
Bro, look, so you know how you're saying
I do a lot of things, bro, that have different atmospheres. You know what I mean?
If MJ was here, MJ would tell you. Well, I got there because that was my point of contact. I meet MJ, I'm like, so what the fuck are we doing? Because y'all don't got weed. He said, we don't got weed. Boom, 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 everything. I'm like, whoa. So exactly the same. I meet him for the first time. We're like, if you need anything, let us know. We got weed, everything, bro.
Nah, you're mad cool, bro. When I met you, and then we actually became friends, bro.
Yeah, after that night, it wasn't like just like they followed me on Instagram. They kept it cool with me, everything. And now we see them like they're really my homies now. Like I
see, bro. I'm like, hey, I see, bro. Anywhere, I'm like, hey, yo, that's the homie right there. Hey, that's all. Honestly, organically, when you love what you do and really put passion behind it.
100%, bro. 100%.
You connect with the right people and naturally happen and you start doing dope ass shit.
Yeah, because that's really what it was. You guys would just keep seeing me rolling everywhere. And it's like, oh, like that's not just a one-time thing. Like, bro, really rolls. Roll. Yeah.
That's what he does.
I seen him. And then my favorite thing about bro is like, it'll be like 2 in the morning. and he'll be watching a podcast, but there's like 1,000 fucking hash holes with worms on the table he's rolling. Talk about what's the most you ever rolled in one sitting? Because you're a professional
In a
blunt
sitting,
roller.
bro?
We never had a professional
yeah.
roller on here. I'm a professional roller,
that's
but
legendary.
like you get
That's
paid
legendary.
to.
Oh yeah,
you
that's
get paid
my
to
full-time
fucking
job, bro. All I do is basically just make other brands' creations come to life. They bring me the product. I sit at the house, roll it up, bring it back, and then I do events. I roll up, but in one sitting, bro. Events are different because at that
It's
event
live
right now,
rolling.
that could have been like 2 pounds. You get me? But I'm not literally like thinking. So at an event, it's like I can't. Not every single blunt is gonna be a masterpiece the entire time, you know. But it's gonna be better than than what most people at that event can roll. So I'm just boom, no scale, nothing. We're just boom, 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 pumping out, pumping
grind.
out, pumping
You're like
out.
breaking it down, putting it in there, rolling it.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah, boom, boom. So yours might be 2 grams, theirs might be 2.5, his might be 3. You know, like we don't know. But at the house, like you're scaling them out, you're rolling them. For me, on average, I can be proud if I did 100 that day. Like if I sat down and
It's a lot.
I might sit down
Hash
in the morning
holes?
and bust out 50, go do something real quick, go get some lunch, go hang out, go watch the football game, come back, sit down, do another 50. And then when I'm in like 2, 3 in the morning, you know, that's like graveyard shift. I'm pushing extras, trying to meet a deadline, something like that. But yeah, if I do 100, I feel satisfied for the day.
How do you roll a hash hole for the people that don't know how to roll hash holes out there?
Hash roll, quick tip, boom. Make sure everything is grinded up like to the same consistency. Lay it down flat on the joint, blunt, however you want to do it. Kind of just lay it down in like a rectangle. Make sure it's all the same consistency and length on the top. Then you take a good ratio is like take 2 grams, do that on the paper, take a 0.5 gram of rosin, roll it up into a little worm, lay it in the middle, and then roll it just like how you would a joint. You're trying to like
Does it matter what kind of rosin it is? Fresh press, cold cured?
My brother
you
asked, does it
know-
matter what kind of rosin it is?
if you know what you're doing, you could do it with anything. But like cold cure is gonna be the easiest.
But to
in
answer the
my
question was
opinion.
yes, is what he came
Like,
at.
in my opinion, if you're going out and this is your first time rolling, get some really good cold cure, put it in the fridge, make sure it's a nice consistency. You don't want like wet rosin. Wet rosin doesn't roll really well.
Oh, so you gotta have it cold so you can form it on your hands easier. Right?
Yeah, but not like some rosin is a good consistency where it doesn't have to be like fresh out the fridge. Like you can let
Okay.
it cool off and you can still play with it. Like
That's what she said.
and then just roll it like a regular joint. We knew that was coming for once at least on the pod.
You know that's
I
close.
knew it, bro.
I didn't say pause this time. I said something else.
Switched it up.
Hey,
Switch it up.
switched it up. Hey, I had to bring the classic one back, but nah, like rolling it. Cause my first time I can roll them now, but the first time I ever rolled a hash roll out of a blunt, right? I put it on there and I'm trying to fucking go in there and I'm like, bro, this hole is like really hard to like make it even.
Yeah.
And then you put it in there, like inside the middle, then you try to roll it up inside there. You're hoping it's in the middle of it, it's not to the side
Practice,
of it.
bro. Practice
But
makes
no, they got
progress.
that's exactly.
Like I don't even do it perfect 100% of the time. I can't say that every single time is gonna be perfect, but practice makes progress. I'm where I'm at because I practice so much. You're never gonna be perfect.
Were you
Like,
practicing when you were younger? Look at
Bro.
you were going to school to be whatever you are. Now look at
Nah,
you.
bro,
You could have never
nah.
predicted this.
Never,
Hey,
never.
where you
bro.
from? You from California?
Yeah. Like I'm from Bellflower, Long Beach area. For people who don't know where it's at.
Are you from California? What part?
all over California. Grew up in Southgate, went to La Mirada High School, grew up in La Mirada, went to the Valley
So you've been smoking weed for how long?
since the summer of freshman year.
Of high school?
Yeah.
What happened? How'd that happen? Talk about. Do you remember?
Why is that always the question? Yeah, of course I remember. I literally just saw it. I saw a podcast, my first podcast.
Podcast?
Blah, 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 blah. My first podcast that I ever did, I was all nervous and I was like, they asked that question. And I do remember. It was a freshman, going into freshman. It was a varsity cheerleader that was hot as fuck. She shotgunned it to me. I touched my first boob. And I got high as fuck.
How good is weed?
I mean, and then after that, I was just trying to get high every day. And then at some point, she was like, you need to be a big boy. You need to smoke yourself. And I was
Damn.
like, all right. And then I went to did smoke myself. I was like, it was way cooler the other way.
She was titty feeding in
She
the
was
blunt.
shotgunning it to me.
She was titty feeding you. the
Hey, you
fucking-
know what? For reals, though, it's a lot softer when someone shotguns it to you. It's way softer.
Hey, bro, that's the first time you ever got high. Someone else's breath.
Yeah. For reals. She was hot. She was hot.
Shout out to you wherever you're at this day. What was
Shout
your
out to
name?
you. I don't even remember.
Hey, shout out to you.
Shout out to you.
Nah, that's awesome. How long? Like, when's the first time you ever smoked?
I like 13, 14, yeah.
What
Like
the-
7th grade, yeah.
Not the youngest. I heard-
How?
What?
How?
Bro, like out of a pen cap at the park, trying to hide in like the bushes and shit. I don't
With
know,
a
you-
pen cap
Yours
at
is
the
legendary,
The
bro.
pen cap is legendary.
Bro,
if you don't
pen
know
cap
about
or
the
an apple? Come on,
Apple
bro.
I've
that
done.
was
I've done it.
guaranteed.
Pen cap. Fuck. What are you, MacGyver?
The pen cap is
You
legendary.
just fucking just stuff the weed and just light it.
The
hit it
end of
like
a
fucking
pencil, you took the
one-hitter.
eraser, took it out. That was your bowl piece. You stuck it into the end of the pen cap. That was the pipe. Boom, quick
No,
and easy.
I always had
Straight shooter.
some sort
I
of
was 13.
bong.
Where'd
Bro,
you learn this?
Bro, one of my homies, we were just at the park. You want to get high? Hell yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Boom.
He showed you the
Got
get
high.
up, so he was like, "You get the pen, and you got to put it."
Nah. I just smoked the first time. I
that the
got
Batman?
the get up after that when
that
I
the
was like,
Batman?
man, I got to
Yeah.
do this shit myself.
Flip.
All right, flex on me real quick.
How'd you
gang.
feel? Nah, he was asking, "Hey, how'd it feel?" Like when the first time you smoked, you're at 13
Bro,
years
I
old.
was
You're like
burnt. I
you
went
were like a
home.
zombie. You were like, "Ooh."
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah?
Hell yeah. For sure.
Do you
For sure.
regret
I
it?
was burnt. I went home asking dumbass questions. Definitely gave away the fact I was high for sure. For sure. I
They knew
remember.
you were high.
Bro, for sure.
Did they whip
For
your
sure.
ass?
Nah, hell no. My mom was dope. She let me sleep it off. Talked
Nice.
to me about it. Didn't get nowhere, but I mean, here we are.
I don't remember the first time getting high, but I remember the first time getting
What?
drunk.
So you just lied to us?
No, like I got high with that, but I don't remember like, oh,
What
how
happened the
was-
first time you got drunk? You remember that?
Fuck yeah, I was drunk off my ass.
Damn.
I fucking
How old are you?
fucking high school.
Damn. We
was
don't
fu-
promote nothing.
It was fucking high school. The senior quarterback's like, hey, let's do a fucking. I don't even remember what the fuck it was called. You have to stand on your hands,
Keg stand.
keg stand.
I don't know.
at
I don't
y'all.
drink by myself.
And you're fucking drinking, and like the blood's rushing to your head, and the shit's fucking going in your mouth and coming down the side of your face. And you're just
Pause.
like, whoa, pause.
That's big pause.
That was a big pause.
That's a
Okay,
little
go.
extreme for the first time.
Bro, it was terrible. And then I tried to be all slick about it. When I got home, mom opens up the door and goes, "You were drinking, huh?" And I go, "No."
No. No, mother, I was not.
And then I puke all over the everywhere, and like it was terrible. But the first time I smoked weed, I touched a titty. I fucking made out with a senior cheerleader.
See, this is
It
what
sound-
happened when you.
It sounded great. Like I remember a great memory as opposed to like vomiting violently and like not feeling good.
Did you drink the next day?
No, no. But I did drink again.
Did you smoke the next day?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, look.
Fuck yeah. Every day since then, I was just trying to fucking.
You ever you ever like went try to have a weed cleanse? Like, okay, I'm not gonna smoke weed for a period of time.
Yes, a couple times. I've
That
done it.
shit's like, what's the point of that?
The one time,
I really feel like that. Go ahead.
once. That's it. Because I was had to.
Wait,
Wisdom teeth, but that's
on
it.
purpose?
Nah,
What?
never on purpose.
You got in trouble?
Nah, wisdom teeth. When
Wisdom
I got my
teeth?
wisdom teeth taken
Oh.
out, you
No,
can't
okay.
smoke
So
after
there's
that.
on purpose by choice, and there's like fucking.
Nah, never
You're
by
getting
choice.
piss tested, right?
Never by choice.
So like, if you're getting piss tested, well, fuck, you have to figure it out because that's how I got my medical card and fucking figured out a bunch of shit. But I did it once by choice. I was a little bit going ham on everything, so I cut back on everything, and I wasn't smoking cigarettes at the time, but I was doing everything else.
Everything?
And then I cut everything, and then I was using a vape, and ended up smoking cigarettes, and then yeah, I went from
Someone in the back
vaping
was
to
like, it's supposed to be
smoking.
opposite.
Yeah, I went from vaping to smoking, and then then I quit everything else, and then it's been all right since then. But it was crazy. Like it was one of those things. Weed.
When's the first time you really smoked good weed?
I started right off the bat. So we were just talking about this too on the last podcast, and it was basically I was kind of lucky. I was born into this.
Really?
Yeah, like my cousin. I walked into my cousin's garage, and there's like a fucking hockey bag full of 100 pounds, vacuum sealed individually, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And
How old are you?
13, 14, yeah, right before high school, right around there.
You saw a hockey bag full of fucking 100 pounds,
Vacuum sealed individually.
vacuum sealed individually.
Yeah,
There's no way it was.
it was not
No
so.
way,
It was like
That's what
British
happened.
Columbia.
What kind of weed was it?
It was British Columbia. It was fucking juicy fruit and fucking. It was green weed, but it wasn't like it wasn't what.
It
the
wasn't the
fucking,
Mexican brick weed, huh?
Nah, fuck no. I started on green weed.
Green weed.
Green weed.
I like
then-
green weed.
And yeah, it was one of those things. They were asking each other for like, "Hey, you got $25,000?" Like it was $10. Like
fuck?
he's like, "Yeah, I got 25 racks. Here, hold on." He grabbed me a little shoe bag. "Hey, here's 25 racks. Take it off the 100 I owe you." The fuck are these guys doing?
Okay.
You know what I mean? So then I got,
You learned the game?
No, I didn't even know what the fuck I was doing. I fucking had all kinds of people come over and buy 8s, and I was just trying to get weed for free. I didn't give a fuck. I still don't have a concept
trying to
for
smoke
money.
for free.
I was trying to smoke for free, get whatever I could. Like,
That's how it starts.
it's not how it worked out. So I called my cousin. He brought over 8s, sold it, called him again, sold it again. The third time he came over, he's like, fuck this. Here's a fucking QP, or maybe it was an ounce. I don't remember. I think it was a QP. He's like, here's a QP.
Okay.
Don't fucking call me till it's sold out. You know what the prices is. And I just ran. I called him back 2 days later, and I had all the money for him.
Flip the QP in 2 days, 48 hours.
Yeah, I gave him the
48-hour flip.
I gave him the money back, and he fucking counted out the money, put his money in his pocket, and gave me a stack back. And I was like, whoa, what is this? He goes, that's your cut. I'm like, no, I don't want this. I want weed. Give me weed. I want more weed.
Oh, shit.
He's like, keep that, you moron. All right, cool. He's like, that's lunch money and whatever. And I was like, all right. And like, here's more weed. I'll see you in a week. And I was like, a week? He's like, how much you giving me? He's like, a pound. I was like, oh, I don't want a pound. He goes, Dick, you just sold a quarter pound in 2 days. He goes, a pound should go in a week. Here you go. I'll see you in a week. And I was like, and now I'm shooting bricks because I'm like, oh my God, how much money do I owe this guy for a pound? And like, I'm trying to freak out. Sold the shit by the fucking weekend, and fucking I was in the game. It was crazy.
Then you came back and you probably made 4K off that, huh?
I don't remember. It was
Yeah,
fucking,
for sure. I did the math right now. You know what I mean? Hey, that's dope. Because pounds were going for up there, especially if you broke them down back then. $10 a gram, going crazy.
I did 20,
20 and 8 back then?
and
Or
then
what?
$60 an eighth.
60 and 8 back then?
Yeah, and then it was $20 a gram.
And it didn't have a Mylar bag?
No, I had Ziploc
Just
bags.
playing.
I had Ziploc bags. No, and then so what happened was
That Ziploc bag weed is different.
that was work weed. At some point, we ended up calling it work weed. And then I found another plug from East LA through an Asian homie that used to be a barber.
Okay.
And it was the best OG I ever had in my life from the essays.
Okay.
That I wasn't allowed to go in the house because he didn't want me to introduce me to the plug.
Okay.
But I remember the fucking pad. We can go to the fucking house right now in East LA. I'm just afraid to go to the door. Hey, I'm being real. There was some real hood shit. You know what I mean?
Nah,
Like,
but then you're getting your pounds of OG. You're getting your OG that you're smoking yourself from there.
back then, yeah.
So you've always been accustomed to smoking, wanting to smoke really good weed, right?
Yeah, and then I smoked that Mexican shit you were talking about, and that was fucking god awful because that was a different plug, and that's when I realized like, oh, there's way different levels of weed, and I don't want to deal with anybody that smokes this or sells this or buys this. I don't want to fuck with them.
Did you smoke in the 80s?
Dick,
90s?
Dick, come on,
90s, 2000. I'm asking.
come on, bro.
I'm
Not
asking.
that old.
I'm about to ask you a question though.
I was born in '81, motherfucker. Come
So
on.
look,
like-
so you're in the 80s. So look, you smoked the weed in
He's
the
like, were you smoking in the '80s? No, Dick.
89 years
How
old?
fucking old do you think I am?
Hey, relax. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say, damn.
The homie was born in the 60s.
I was reading the 70s, bro.
I wasn't a part
Okay,
of the flower movement.
4 years old.
Hey, yo. So look, realistic. So you're smoking in the 90s?
I was smoking in 99, 98, 96, yeah.
So look, compared the weed in the 90s, early 2000s, 2010, 2015, and then 2024, right? What was the best era? What was the best weed?
2008, 2006 to 2000, like,
How come everyone always tells me this?
because that's when it was the fucking best, bro. Like, literally, that's when it was the best weed, the best cuts, and that's when they were still fucking rating pads. And a lot of those genetics are fucking gone. Fuck, I had 2 pads rated that I had some of the best cuts that it would shit on anything right now. And like, it took half of my soul to get those fucking cuts.
What strains were they?
There were cuts of OG.
Oh, did the Valley really? Did the
1,000,000%.
Valley created OG? Huh?
1,000,000%.
So
from
who
my
the creator
understanding,
OG? Do y'all know this?
not from my understanding of it, the original cut came from New York, went to Miami, went from Miami to the Valley Boys to 5 different families. And the only reason I remember this is because I would have to go to all 5 of them to go get different cuts.
The family ran this business, huh?
I mean, groups, organizations, families,
Yeah.
crews, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
So I would have to go to these 5 crews, and some of them, one of them was Cali Kush Farms, one of them was Kushco, one of them was Satellite OG, one of them was fucking, I mean, these are old school.
If y'all know what my favorite brand is,
You love that Cusco.
I fucking love me some Kushco.
Oh, that's awesome. Kushco's, hey, shout out to Mike.
Shout
Kushko
out to
Mike?
you, Mike.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Mike knows how much I love Kushko. It's because look, they really
Nameless
took the
was
time.
on that thing too, on that
Nice.
list. And then there was one more that I always forget.
Really?
Yeah, because they didn't fuck with me. That's why I always forget them. Honestly, I was like a 10-man down the totem pole on that crew. Well, fuck, I would send someone to get in line for that, but these guys would treat me like fucking family. Who the fuck am I gonna go to, right?
Hey,
You know what I
customer
mean?
service, my boy.
And then it was always like, oh, fuck Mikey. All right, cool. Oh, I'm an underling. All right, cool. Fuck it. Like, all right.
You're the underdog.
Yeah. It was cool. Like, all right. You
So
know how
you're-
it is? Sometimes
So
they're
what
like,
kind of OG was it? Like hardcore OG? What kind of OGs were you smoking?
so I learned how to make wax on hardcore OG.
Oh, really?
Yeah. From a guy named Wheezy Dabs. And he used to make it for the West Coast Cure Bomb line back in the days, what it was called, before they were licensed or whatever. So that's you know, you can fact check all
So
that
you
shit.
always been trying to smoke good weed, always good OGs. So in 2000,
My shop was fucking, I opened up my shop in 2008 and it was called Kush Kingdom.
you had the gas in there, huh?
I had 15 different OGs.
15?
From 15 different, I mean, it was all 15, but it was like 15 different groups because then someone would get the cut and grow with a different recipe and put Dr. Pepper at the end of the fucking 3 months and it would give them more sugary coat. And you're like, get the fuck out of here. Are you making shit up?
Really?
And then sure as shit, you show up to their grow and they got fucking liters of fucking
Really?
Dr.
I didn't know that
Pepper
did that.
Or fucking, dude, it was crazy. And you're like, oh, fuck, he wasn't lying. They really used Dr. Pepper. And then
Mountain Dew's the one, bro.
and then
Really? What do you mean Mountain Dew's the one?
No, it's just a joke that
Yeah.
shout out Green Dog. Green Dog swears by the Mountain Dew.
so like
Is it true Mountain Dew makes your dick tiny?
Shit, I don't know. You tell me.
I don't drink Mountain Dew.
I was waiting for the whole. That was good. I don't drink Mountain Dew. That was good. That's
Yeah.
quick.
So look, people really put soda in weed? I mean, like in the soil?
I mean, I never seen it, but I mean,
Look, I don't know if they were fucking with me and they just had it in the corner just to fuck with me, but like, I've heard all kinds of shit, bro. Bro, I've been doing this for 9 years. I've seen every single grow, every single fucking secret grow you can go to and think of. I've gone to fucking all kinds of shit. I've seen fucking LED lights, fucking other lights, the fucking halogen lights, the fucking other lights, the everything, bro.
2008. You had a shop.
Best weed ever.
15 different type of OGs.
15 different type of OGs. I had like 8 different kinds of sativas.
Your shop booming?
It was cracking. I was the first shop to make Corrupt's Kush before all the other shit that he made. It was just weed and Method Man's Blackout way before Tikal and all
Were
the
there
other
rating
shit.
shops back then?
Yeah, there's tons. Yeah, fuck yeah. I was in Santa Ana. I was in Santana,
The
homes.
OC doing it.
Yeah, fuck yeah. So I had run all the shops and learn all the shit with the homies and try to prevent raids and fucking not get rolled and all kinds of shit. And at some point I was like, fuck it. I want to open up my own shop. Like, you want to get on the real? Fucking, my daughter was sick. She was like baby. And I was fucking, it was raining. I had to push her to the fucking doctor's office. And I'm sitting there like, why the fuck don't I have a car? Why am I fucking sitting here going to the fucking doctor's office fucking not in a car and shit?
Yeah.
Got her medicine, fucking put her to bed, get her to sleep, temperature, everything. And I sat outside, smoked a cigarette. And I was like, I'm going to open up my shop. Fuck it. And that was that feeling that I had when I did Nothing But Fire, that same feeling of like, I didn't know how I was going to do it. Didn't know why I was going to do it.
But you
I
know you're
fucking-
going to do it.
I just fucking, it was like, that's it.
You have to do it.
You have to fucking do it. And I opened up my shop, killed it, I ended up having the first franchise that didn't get arrested for fucking whatever that shit was. Racketeering or whatever it was.
Nah, what are you talking about?
There was a couple of shops in Santa Ana that got raided. They had 7 of them, and they got raided for some term. And my
They
lawyer,
get charges on that, huh?
yeah. So the way that my lawyer, I called him a suit. The way that my suit set everything up, we were all individual teams, like we were all individual corporations.
Yeah.
We were just working together as opposed to all being owned by one mother corporation. or
Yeah.
whatever.
So they didn't
So,
do
yeah.
that.
And we also had like a state license. We had the little yellow paper. We had a city license or whatever. So they would
you're
fine
good.
us, like they would fine the fuck out of us,
To get the money.
but they would let us. They wouldn't raid us. They wouldn't do shit. I had a doctor's office next door, so I had to pay the doctor $10,000, and motherfucker never showed up. Just but I was pumping out fucking medical recs, and it was crazy. I did all kinds of shit. It was fun as fuck being
Now-
in the medical industry.
So now, phasing from all of that thing you went through, now throwing events and creating something that just not like nothing but fire, but nothing but fire tequila, nothing but fire golf courses, nothing but fire.
Don't forget network too.
Huh?
We did network too, baby. Don't forget that.
And then y'all did the network show.
Yeah.
Imagine doing all those events and putting them together. That right there, my boy, would be the next
festival.
fucking thing right there going. But then you'll start understanding when you get to know some of these brands and these people. When you're throwing these events, like why does it matter to them? What would make it better for the events? And then you'll curate it that way, and then you'll create something so special because brands like Big Chief love being a part of something dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We like doing dope things. You know what I mean? And that's why I even do the brand, to do dope things. You know what I mean? That's why I smoke weed and do dope shit. Like you said, hey, $1,000, give me some weed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give me the money though. But anyways, like the weed aspect of doing what I do, I love smoking really good weed, and I like smoking different weed, and I like smoking gas. I like smoking candies. I like smoking different, every single type. I don't have a choice, but two citrus, I'm good off that. You know what I mean? But everyone has a preference, so like.
So you don't like sativas? Predominantly sativas.
Hey, that it wasn't too citrus though. That shit smoked.
Nah,
though.
it smoked. You give me
Which
some
one?
shit.
Smoked. That lemon wosi.
But that's a different story. See, that lemon wosi.
But that's why I gave it to him, because I knew it was citrus, but he'll like it. I'm telling you, bro. Chief smoke.
I really smoke. I literally love smoking weed, bro. It's my favorite hobby. Hey, talking about something insane, talking about winning. Hopefully, shout out to every single brand that's entered Nothing But Fire. I appreciate you guys. There's some dope ass fucking people.
Hell yeah.
I'm really excited. I'm not gonna lie to you. Before I move on, go to something new, I'm really truly excited to go there because the way y'all curated and told me Orlando. Shout out Orlando. Shout out the whole team. Everyone putting it together told me.
Shout out PBR.
Shout out PBR. Everyone that's putting this event
Shout out the
together.
team,
I'm
for
excited what y'all do.
Shout out Vex.
Everybody, bro.
Shout out to the old team that got us here from the first one and the second one. A lot of designers that fucking give up.
Not
Lost
easy.
a lot of designers.
Not that easy, huh? So how like what if someone like out there wants to put an event together like this? How would they do it?
Why? I would tell them why.
Huh?
Why? Don't do it. It's a lot of work. How would you do it? Get
It's
a
a
big
lot of work.
investor.
He says a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Get a big investor. And really, you got to fucking look on some inspiring shit. Grab your vision, grab your fucking balls, and go fucking do it. On the fucking crazy shit, like,
Where do you start?
for example, the first Nothing But Fire, I took my next month's rent and my next month's car payment and put it as a down on the fucking venue.
What the
So
fuck?
if I
All
fucking
in.
lost, I was fucking homeless and carless. Don't be as crazy as I am, okay? But go after your shit. I'm balls out, dog. Like I bet on myself.
You put
a
your
lot.
last for this event.
What?
You put your last to put on the first event. You put your last money.
Yeah.
To put on the
all of
first
my
event?
money on the first event. Like my next month's payment for rent and my next month's car payment was the down payment for the first fucking Nothing But Fire at the Vortex in a little alleyway thing.
You
in a
believed in
warehouse.
it that much.
Yeah.
You
What do
knew
you mean
it-
believed in it?
You knew it was gonna come back.
I knew I had to do it, bro, in my soul. Just like I knew I had to open up my shop in my soul. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know what it was. It was just one of those things. I was like, you get that feeling. You're like, all right, fuck it. The last time I fucking followed it, wasn't a pussy. I got my shops. I ended up with a fucking 7-year span of doing crazy shit and fucking killing it and corrupts Kush, Method Man's Blackout, hanging out with those guys, getting kidnapped by millionaires and fucking crazy shit. And they're
You got
like,
kidnapped.
like when I say kidnapped, they're like, hey, Mikey, you're fun as fuck. Come stay in my guest house and let's go party and shit. And you're just like, jump in this private jet and let's go to Vegas for MJ BizCon. And like, I'm going to get you a room. And like, you're just like, crazy shit, bro. Like it's a different world. You know what I mean? Like
There's
you're
levels
just
to
like,
this shit for sure.
you're just like, what the fuck is happening? Like,
But you're trying to do your own motion at the same time.
I'm trying to do my own motion. I'm trying to do, this is all, Nothing But Fire is all me with a lot of help from all the homies. Network is Nam and the homies going, damn, Mikey, come here. I see what you do with Nothing But Fire. Come here. This is fucking dope. Like, we see you. You know?
Now, looking at you right now, honestly, and you saying you put your last next month's car payment and house rent onto the event. That's how much you believe. That's fucking crazy, bro. Really think about it. Like
When I think about it now,
no, but
I'm like, oh my God,
people don't
what the
understand. People don't understand. Sometimes you like taking those big risks. It means those rewards, right? So talking about earlier before we started this pod, I was like, hey yo, would you get $1 million up front or flip a coin for $1 billion? And if it lands on the other side, you don't get anything. But if it lands on the billion, you get the billion, right?
Billy, baby.
What'd you
I told
answer?
Give me the milli.
Okay, what'd you answer?
Give me the billion. Let's go.
So the reason is that a million seconds is 11 days. 1 billion seconds is 34 years, right? That's a lot of fucking thing. That's the risk, right? Yeah. So you pretty much flip that risk, same fucking thing. If you really think about it, bro, you took that risk, you flipped that coin, right?
Yeah.
So you're like all or nothing.
Yeah.
And now you're on the 3rd annual one. You have a beautiful setup. You leveled up every single year.
Every year.
And you put something legally together that's long term. And not only that, you're really excited for it. You're really passionate. You're not even burnt out. And you're like, let's do more things. And you're inviting amazing other people into your circle to help build this.
Yeah. He was like, this is the biggest fucking flower set yet.
Yeah, there's hella fire in that judge kit, bro. There's hella.
You be chiefing too. That's what I know.
And there's a lot of fucking brands that I wanted to get in that just don't understand. I couldn't get through their corporate shit. Like I couldn't. So there's some company, they're like, hey, do you have a pitch deck? By the time I get a pitch deck, I'm gonna be sold the fuck out.
He told me that. But in the future, you do have to do that because
that's what I got Orlando for. We'll have a pitch deck for next year. Don't trip. I've said this every year, by the way.
Because then you can theme it from the pitch deck. Like this, is how we want it. This is a theme.
This year's casino Vegas vibe. Dress up a little bit. Let's go. Let's wear some slacks and shit. Let's clean up the cannabis a little bit. Oh shit, there's cameras. I forgot about that. Let's clean up the cannabis a little bit.
You forget.
I was chilling with a homie right now.
That's what the conversation is. You chilling with the homie. So look, what's the message to the brands that are doing nothing with fire? How should they come?
First of all, a lot of the flower brands brought their A game and come dressed up. Like girls bring your high heels. There's a dance floor. Actually, there's 2 dance floors. Upscale, gambling, fun. It gives us an excuse to like dress up. I'm gonna be wearing a semi-suit. I'm not wearing a tie, but I'll be wearing slacks and a coat and
just some casino vibes.
Casino vibes, like Vegas style. You know. Someone said Great Gatsby, and I was like, it's a little 50s. I don't really like that style, but let's go dressed up. You know what I mean? Let's fucking wear our best. It is an award ceremony. There is no 3rd place this year because fuck that. This ain't no bullshit sesh.
It's just first.
First and second.
First and second?
First and second. That's it. There is no 3rd place for 2 reasons. 1, that shit costs a lot of money. Yeah. And 2, fuck it. Like I'm not giving a fucking trophy to everybody.
You want to be the best of the best. You should be top 1 type shit. But then, you know what I mean? You have the 2 just to have the 2. But there's no 3. Look, for example, shout out to my motherfucking Dodgers. Shout out LA, Los Angeles for winning the World Series.
Hell
Game 5, going crazy, you know what I mean? Shout out Mr. Freeman. Hey, Freddie Freeman, you're a fucking GOAT. You're fucking different, my boy. I just had to send my love to you and your family. I fucking love you, bro. I hope you get this message somehow. Hey, bro. So check this out, bro. I was in downtown. And then the cops shut all of downtown out, not wanting people to go there. They were popping fireworks all through the city. I had a great view. Right when they won, it was insane. You could feel it in the energy in the air, right? Yeah. And what's it called? So pretty much today at 11 in the morning,
the parade.
It was a parade, and I went. And
legendary. Huh?
It was so legendary. And let me get to like details in this parade. This is how legendary this is, bro. The 1, not the 2. Let me tell you. They said there were 2 million people.
Damn.
I don't know the official count, but I just know there was people in every single parking lot structure, every single where going looking towards that. Everything was packed. People were on top of the garbage trucks. People were on top of the dirt trucks and in the bins of it, looking at it, waving. People were like literally smoking, being courteous at the same time. Bro, people were like, if they bump into you, like, oh, excuse me, bro. Have a great day. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on here? The city really needed this.
That was dope, bro.
Los Angeles really needed this.
For sure.
Yep.
Did y'all watch any of the games?
Hell yeah.
Of course.
Bro, how good was it?
It was sick.
We almost swept them, though. Hey,
I thought it was gonna go
I
7
wanted
games.
them to bring it back.
I wanted to go 7 games.
Nah,
did?
fucking
That-
7 games.
I
just
wanted
wanted-
Hey,
if
they make
would've
so
won
much
it-
money on
If they
7
would have won
games.
it here, though, oh, bro,
it would have been.
Yeah,
would've
big.
been just,
Yeah,
but it's still
it already
insane.
is insane. Yeah, but
Yeah, but it would have been.
It
It would have
would've
been
been-
4 million people. Like it would have been nuts.
But I'm telling y'all, just watching that and interacting with every single type of person that was out there, and I was walking around just fucking with people. I was like, "You did it," and they were like, "Yeah, yeah." And I probably said that to over 100 people, not even exaggerating to you. I was like, "You did it." I'll see random people. You did it. They were like, "Yeah." They're all happy. It's good energy, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
So when they brought that back to the city, it was more than winning a game.
That Friday, that one of those Fridays was like the Lakers, the USC game, the Dodgers.
We want all of
And
that.
somebody else, and when it was like
Yeah, we
all
did win all
wins,
three.
it was like a sick day to be in LA. Like that was one of the sickest days.
That was
to be in
earlier
LA.
this week.
Yeah, it was like
last week.
that's
yeah.
when it was
Last
like,
week.
bro, everybody's wearing everything LA, like fucking.
It's
sick.
been like that. The whole city is crazy right now. If you go right now, it's Friday.
Yeah, traffic is
Traffic
booming
is
out here.
nuts
Go
right
home.
now.
If you
Yeah,
don't-
and you
if
wanna
don't
do
live
the
out here,
podcast at
go
4 p.m.
home.
Hey, I did it because then by the time you dip, is the traffic's gonna be started settling down. But no, I'm not gonna lie to you. The traffic ain't gonna settle down till like 2 in the morning.
Bro.
It's insane right now in LA. And I love you guys if you're in LA. You guys that are like really tuning in to our podcast, you know, like we're in Los Angeles, California. And we have not just the World Series that just happened. I don't know what's in 2025, but 26, World Cup, 27, Super Bowl, and 28, we have the Olympics.
Yep, it's gonna be legendary. It's gonna be fun the next couple of years.
They say the city of sports, city of champs, Los Angeles. We won a Super Bowl. We won a basketball NBA championship, the bubble. Give that to us. And then we also won the World Series.
Yeah,
How dope is that?
it's sick.
Bro, that's just legendary. LA the best place on earth to me.
I went to a fucking game at the SoFi
Which one?
Rams
Rams, yeah.
with the originals. Shout out to the originals,
The peeps.
the peeps. They're like, it's all downhill from here. That was my first football game ever. And like, they're like, yeah, it's all downhill from here. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like,
This is the best.
this is the best it's gonna get, bro. Like, there's nothing better than this.
They really go to the games.
Oh yeah, every game.
They're the originals. People are really cool. I fuck with you, Patrick. I fuck with you, Chino. I fuck with the whole team.
Chino,
Sure.
Like, bro, I'm
Mike,
not gonna lie to you.
Brendan.
Everybody, bro. They always show love, and those are good people. And then even have them being part
Marvin.
of the. Yep.
Alex.
We
We can't name all 300 of you motherfuckers, but you guys all
Daily.
know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like-
Everybody.
Mixley.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, you got a good team.
Dude, there's like over 300 of them in one building alone. They got like 10 buildings. So there's a ton of them. Shout out to all the originals, you guys.
Love you guys for sure, for sure. Always show hospitality when I go over there. I smoke a lot of weed when I go over there. Hey, but look, check this out. Just being in the industry, like we're talking about winning, you know what I mean, right now, competition not being two, but just being here, going to the subject of like, bro, we're really 2024, November. Today's the first day of November, first day of the month, right? We're smoking weed, doing a podcast, talking about all this stuff. This didn't happen 100 years ago, 50 years ago, neither 30 years ago or 20 years ago. All this stuff, how I look at it, how we're talking about You're Nothing But Fire is getting documented right now. And one day you can honestly go back. You hear me saying this. You can honestly go back and watch and see how your growth is. And that's all that matters, bro. So I'm going to give you your flowers, too, on that aspect, bro. Like,
Bro, like even for like the rosin entries, we still got the same exact judge kit frozen from the first. From the first.
how many
one.
people are in the rosin kit?
And the first one was only like 9 or 10. No,
I don't even remember.
it was like
bro.
16. It was a really a little bit.
Not how many?
The second round was a bunch. This round, everyone's making me have a heart attack. I'm waiting on everybody. It's my third round though. I already calculated for the stoner lag, but they still somehow give me.
They're
a
trying to
heart
give you the
attack.
best. That's what
That's
it
what
is.
it is.
And I get it, but part of being the best is also being able to, hit a deadline.
But anyways, do y'all want to leave, before we end off the pod, do y'all want to leave anything off for the subscribers? Like, if you ever want to be a professional blunt roller, you want to do events, or just in general, like, something dope with your life and have something passion and make money from it,
Bro,
you know?
if you want to be a roller, bro, I say go to the events, roll, practice rolling. That's the biggest thing. Roll. Go buy a pack of papers, roll the whole. You could literally just buy a pack of papers, buy an eighth, and re-roll that eighth. There's 33 pieces of paper in a joint pack. Roll 33 of the same eighth. You're just practicing the role,
Or you
practicing the role,
smoke those
practicing the
32s.
role. Yeah, or smoke. But I'm just saying, if you really want to get like most affordable, like
That's
but
what you
basically
did.
just
That's what you did. Like
for
to
the
learn?
first time I ever did an event, that's what I did. I bought a pack of papers and I just re-rolled the same eighth, so that way I learned how. Because I'm a blunt roller, like you said, but they don't do that.
But you
in the
perfected
legal.
that.
Yeah, but just to learn. Cause
Anything takes time, huh?
Yeah, you just practice makes progress, bro. You're gonna get better the more and more you do things. Like that's with anything though. And then go to events. Like you're not gonna be able to work for anybody if you don't know anybody. You know, it's not about like what you know. You can be the best roller, but if nobody knows you, it doesn't
Bars.
matter. It's about who knows you, who's gonna get the stuff. You know, like if I didn't work with Lux, I would have never got the job to go work with you guys, and then I wouldn't be right here on the pod. You know, or I wouldn't be as cool.
You
with
put
guys
yourself
as
out
on the
there.
pod. Yeah, you have to. You know.
What'd you have to say? That's dope though. It's not what you know, it's who you know.
For sure.
You can learn what you know
Yeah.
when you go to these events or you go put yourself out there for sure.
Fuck, go balls out. Have a vision, follow your dream.
Follow your
execute.
gut, remember?
Follow your gut.
Follow your
Follow your gut.
motherfucking gut. Hey, I appreciate you guys for tuning into this episode. Go ahead and follow, share. Definitely comment below. Like, comment below something dope, anything you want us to know or talk about in the future pods. I love you guys, for real. I hope you guys, I didn't say this because I was having a good time, but go ahead. Roll up another one, finishing the pod. Chief it up with us, you know what I mean? Thank you guys so much. And shout out to the Dodgers. Love you, Los Angeles.
Man, shout out to Big Chief. Shout out to
Shout out
Chief
to Big
and MJ
Chief.
and
Hey,
all
thank you
them,
for-
man.
thank you
Shout
for
out
this.
to the pod.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for the box, bro. Of
course.
And then Nothing But Fire is November 23rd.
November 23rd.
Where can I get the tickets?
Purplepass.com /
Or the link
Nothing
in
but
the
fire.
bio. Go to Instagram. Nothing but fire. Link in the bio.
Nothing.fire. Nothing.but.fire.
Yeah.
There you go.
Purple Pass though. Purplepass.com / Nothing but fire. Simple.
Purple Pass. Put it on the screen.
It's already on there.
Bada bing, bada boom. Love you guys. See ya.
We out.
Llama, red pajama, I feel alone with my mama, Baby llama wanna drink, mama at the sink,